Good day. So you need to remember the following properties in parabola vertex at hk. So the equation, the standard equation, when the parabola is opening upward is given by x minus h squared equals 4ay minus k. So it's basically the same with vertex at origin, but the difference is in x we have this h and in y we have this k. So when we have x, it will be with h, and when we have y, it will be with k, because its vertex is not at origin. So when its opening is downward, we have the equation x minus h squared equals negative 4a y minus k. Okay, so the difference would be there is negative compared to opening upward. Right, would be y minus k squared equals 4a x minus h. So this time, we have y minus k squared in left side compared to up and down, which has x minus h. Next, opening left is given by y minus k squared equals negative 4a x minus h. You also need to remember that with vertex at hk, okay, so this is our x and y, so this is our h and our k. So the length from our vertex to our focus is still given by a, okay, and the length from our focus to a point in parabola is given by 2a. So the length of latus rectum is given by 4a, and also the length from our vertex to our directrix is also a. Okay, you need to remember that. So let's start with our first example. Graph y minus 1 squared equals negative 16 quantity x plus 3. So we need to remember the first step there is we need to know where is the opening. Okay, so let's try to figure out where is the opening. So as we can see, we have y minus 1, so we have y. So it could be right or left. So next thing we need to do is look for the sign for the 4a. So the sign for 4a here is we have negative, so it is opening to the left. Okay? So now we know that its opening is left. So it's important later in visualization. Next, we're going to determine its a. So we have 4a equals negative 16. Dividing both sides by 4, a is negative 4. So now we know that the length from our vertex to our focus is negative 4. Next, let us determine what is the vertex. So the vertex is hk, so we have h and k. So since we have 3 here, our h will be negative 3. Okay, remember that one. And our k is positive 1. So that is our vertex. So actually there is already a table I included in the module for my students that shows you what are the endpoints using these given. But I don't want you to rely more on that. I want you to really visualize this one. Okay, so let's start graphing this one. So we have vertex negative 3, 1. Okay, so this will be our vertex, and remember it's opening to the left. So from this vertex we are going to negative 4. Okay, so negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the focus. Okay, it's not that aligned. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is our directrix. 1, 2. Okay. So next, we are going to find the half of the latus rectum. So 2a, that would be 8. So it's 8 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, that is the other end of the latus rectum. I'm kind of short here, so I'll just be assuming that that will be 8. And then we are going to connect this so that it will be a latus rectum. Okay. And also, don't forget our directrix. and that will be our opening. So it's kind of big. So we're going to label our directrix. Our directrix is x equals 4, okay, because 4 units. And our endpoints of latus rectum is given by -4, -4, +8, and the other one is still -4, but it will be -9. Okay, why -9? Because we already moved 1 unit down. Okay, so if you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So -9 units. So that is how to graph parabola. So in other opening, it is still the same. Just remember what its opening be: left, right, up, or down. Okay. So in our second example, determine the vertex, focus, directrix, and endpoints of latus rectum of the equation y squared plus 4x minus 8 equals 0. Okay, so this is actually quite easy. We're going to combine something like terms with the same variable. So this time, we will have y squared equals, we are going to move 4x and 8 on the right side. So it will be -4x plus 8. Next, what is the common monomial factor between -4 and 8? Obviously, it would be -4, right? So -4x minus 2. And you might be wondering why 2. It's because -2 times -4 will give you +8. Okay? So now we know that our vertex is given by +2 and 0. Okay? Because it's like y minus 0 squared. And x minus h. So we have 2. Okay. Next, let's find our a. So 4a is equal to -4, right? -4. Dividing both sides by 4, our a is -1. Okay? So that will be our a. By the way, let's determine what is its opening. So we have y here. And as you can see, we have this -4a for opening to the left, and we have this -4 here, which means this is opening to the left. Okay? So remember that, opening left. Now let's try to graph this one and look for its required. Okay, x or y. So this is our vertex at 2, 0, and we have our A1. So remember that it's opening to the left. So we are going to put our focus here and our directrix here. Okay. Next, our latus rectum, or our half of latus rectum, is given by 2a, right? And since we have our a as -1, 2 times -1 would give you -2. So from here, 1, 2 units, 1, 2 units. Okay. So our parabola is already set, and this is our directrix. This will determine our opening. Okay. So our directrix is given by 1, 2, 3. X equals 3. Okay. And the endpoints of our latus rectum, vertex already given. And our focus is given by 1, 0, right? 1, 0. And our latus rectum, our one endpoint, we have 1, 2. And the other one is given by 1, -2. So that's it. Hope you can do better, guys, for this upcoming exam. God bless. See you.